Wow. That was one heck of a a weird experience. Yeah. Did you see the the DDoS occurred right at that same time. Welcome everybody. We were DDoS attacked and we came up, had to restart, reboot the entire computer system, and now we can barely even, function. So I had to shut down 60 different objects that were ghost objects somehow in the computer. I don't know how it happened. Yes, he's pretty funny. Yeah. Who is? Jezelnik? I disagree. I don't think he's that funny, no. No, I mean, it's like laughing at John Belushi. I mean, you know what his big joke was? You're not going to believe this. The big joke John Belushi was so famous for at Second City was he's doing a skit with, I think, Jane Curtin. Anyway, Jane? Yeah, she was famous too. He turned around and said to the whole audience that he just come out of another room into the scene. He said he really was proud. He was meeting her parents for the first time. He was really proud to have taken a bowel movement, and he wanted everyone to come in and look at it. That was John Belushi's humor. Yeah, he wanted everybody to go in and look at it. The reason why I know that is college that must have emulated the guy and knew the guy, had probably seen the act and did it himself. And he's like, "Hey, Dave, come over here. I want to show you something." And it was like, "Okay, I'm walking in the bathroom and I'm opening the stalls. I'm looking down. He says, "Yeah, check it out. It's my bowel movement." It's like, how is that funny? How the hell is that funny? So no, I don't think that guy's funny at all. I don't think John Belushi was funny either. No offense to the Belushi family, and of course, all the people that are in the know about what really happened to John, if you know what I mean. We all know about, little speedball action with De Niro and Robin Williams. You didn't think I knew? Yeah, we know everything. We know everything about you. We are watching you. Your webcam is open right now. All right. I was having a hard time seeing the show. It's very, very... Yeah, I made the mistake of spraying fruit enzyme earlier, and it wasn't doing too well. So I have to put my Uvex glasses on, which protect me from the virus. There we go. Thank you. Dave, offline you traveled to another dimension with extra powers. Really? So you really believe that I was working outside of this dimension when I picked the colors in the card game, Pitoro? Yeah. I have the ability to jump, yes. But that's not something I exploit. When is Mark returning you 2.7 million he made censoring you? Mark made a lot more than 2.7 million, dude. But good question. I really don't care. Money is of no object to me. My primary purpose is to help humanity. Holy Corona. What do you got? Holy Corona. Trump had access to intelligence reports as early as November of 2019 and chose to do nothing? Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. It looks like a New World conspiracy. Yeah, New World Order conspiracy. Trump is their puppet. And if he's doing a good job as a puppet, he's imposing a complete shutdown of our economy and a takeaway of our freedoms. And just like we predicted, Trump is using this pandemic, this live exercise, as a reason to do this. Yeah, this is steaming up too. I must have a lot of steam coming off of my primary visual units. You call them eyes? Intelligence report warned of coronavirus crisis as early as November. Wow. Analysts concluded it could be a cataclysmic event. Well, considering Dr. Fauci predicted this in 2017, that a surprise virus or germ would come in his presidency, that's pretty weird. Go to
Now
ABC.
to that breaking news. An exclusive ABC News investigation out this morning reports that the National Center for Medical Intelligence warned the military and the White House late last year about the spread of coronavirus in China. Our senior White House correspondent, Cecilia Vega, joins us now with the details. Good morning, Cecilia.
Hey, Michael, good morning to you. So it was just yesterday that President Trump said no one had even heard of the virus 2 months ago, but we are now learning that as far back as late November, American military medical investigators overseas sounded the alarm to officials right here at home about a contagion that was sweeping through Wuhan. Those concerns that the virus could be devastating were detailed in a report, and multiple sources have described that report to our team. Now, it's not just that. There were repeated briefings for policymakers across the federal government through December, and by early January, the warnings made it into the president's daily briefing. But it wasn't until late January that President Trump made his first public comments about this virus, saying that he wasn't at all worried about it and that he had it totally under control. Of course, this is now raising serious questions about whether the administration could have ramped up the response efforts before it actually did. Michael, so far, no comment from the Pentagon or officials at the White House.
Well, we know you're going to stay on them today, Cecilia, but we also heard the president, in the middle of this pandemic, he threatened to cut off funding to the World Health Organization. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, he did. You're right, Michael. And it's because he says he's angry with the group, saying that they've been too China-centric during this outbreak. And he said point blank, we're going to put a very powerful hold on the money given to them. But then just a few minutes later, he seemed to backtrack, saying that he's now strongly considering it, Michael. But if this does happen, it would be huge. The U.S. is the largest single contributor to the WHO. We're talking hundreds of millions of dollars, Michael.
And not long ago, he was praising the WHO. Thank you so much, Cecilia.
Yeah. There you have it, folks. So Donald Trump, at least he had to cater to some of the people that support him, because everyone's saying World Health Organization is absolutely controlled by the Chinese. And what's striking about this is he's walking the line because he doesn't want to in any way put any blame on the Chinese. Trump has not done that at all. Whereas a lot of people on the right and the left are saying it looks like something China would do to spread a virus that would ultimately pacify their entire population. And they had a problem with rebellions in Hong Kong. The social distancing laws have taken place, and now we're all at a police state. The whole world is. Nice, huh? Everything points to the New World Order controlling Donald from within. Everything, including his kindness to Russia and his kindness to China. And the fact that China and Russia no longer have any major problems, and the curve went like up to here. We're all worried, and then all of a sudden, no. This is a classic example of an asymmetric attack on our country, and it's coming from within as well. Donald Trump has been co-opted. We need to move to an election. I think we should have an election tonight. Maybe tomorrow would be good. Let's move to an early election, just to declare that Donald Trump is no longer a legitimate president, because he's clearly working for other people, not the American people. Because clearly the American people need to get back to work. Now, if he doesn't get people back to work like tomorrow or the next day, there's absolutely no reason. Everything points to this is not a major problem. They'd like it to be, but it's not. So let's just go back to normal and follow the Swedish lead. And the Swedish program and the Swedish model of governance and economy is working great. In fact, so great, I feel like taking a trip over to Helsinki, Finland, and then launching my trip to Sweden from there. You want to book a flight? Because you can fly in and out of America anytime you want. There's been 45,000 people who've come into America from foreign countries that are banned in the past 3 weeks. We found this out. Remember I was saying all the planes were coming in? Yeah, 45,000 people have come into the U.S. in the past 3 weeks since the planes were supposedly banned. Seriously. So what do you say we take a trip to Flight Radar? That's always fun tonight. Or would you like to look for a place to live that's cheap because you can't meet your minimum payment on your house and your family's got to move into an RV? You tell me what you want to do, okay? Technology Thursday really should be digesting the safety of things like 5G, but really, until we actually get some safety tests done on 5G and to create what I'm proposing, a 5G plus system with Faraday cages on every single junction point and hotspot and limiters so that the line can only reach a certain amount of electricity, then I'd be okay with 5G. But right now, sorry. This is backfiring on the new world order. The whole thing is. And we're building steam just saying, hey, we're in the middle of the political spectrum. Come on over. Join us. We will make sure we get accountability from these war criminals that are currently trying to hijack our country. We will. I will. We need a good president. Absolutely. I'm looking for the job, stranger. I've been telling you all along, this is my time. I want to help the country in ways that haven't been even dealt with by other leaders. Trump and Obama never really helped our manufacturing crisis. They said they were going to create jobs at Carrier Air Conditioner, but it never manifested into anything. They said they were going to create jobs everywhere, but it's all just talk. I want to see real jobs with the Homestead Renewal Plan, $15 an hour, fixing up old houses and selling them right away to an active market. Right now, the real estate industry has almost collapsed, literally. And if we don't get things rolling real soon, we're going to be seeing trillions of dollars wasted because property values will plummet. And people don't want that. But Donald Trump wants people to fly into our country. Look at all the activity going on while we hide like little trained rabbits. Oh, I hope they don't do anything bad to me. Oh, golly. Please don't cart me away. I hope they don't force me to be vaccinated. Oh. Boy, hasn't this been stressful the past couple of weeks? Yeah, I saw the movie Idiocracy. We played that audio clip earlier. Yeah. Okay, I'm going back on the Periscope I had dropped off, so I'm creating a Corona Lies hashtag. I think I'm going to drop out of that constant stream of dead people, you know? People die all the time of the flu. I mean, this obsession with the coronavirus is absurd. Yeah, here's the link that Tom just brought in. Thank you. Yeah, I had to rebuild my link library, so I appreciate that. 430,000 people have traveled from China to U.S. since coronavirus surfaced. Things are popping out of my mouth. I actually had a little walnut before I sat down. I'm not sure what you're saying, Space Shuttle. You don't seem to be a regular player here. You don't fit in. You know, I wouldn't know, guess 7-8. I doubt you'll have any testosterone left in your ejaculations once they finish you off with the 5G network. Yeah, you'll be burnt balls. Mr. Burnt Balls, how are you? Have you having problems with your daily sex acts with your partner? I'm so sorry, but your balls have been completely burnt and cauterized by the 5G. Yes, you didn't know that if you stand next to your Wi-Fi output without protection like a Faraday cage, you can have DNA changes. We just showed a video about that. So this is pretty serious that Donald Trump has let all these people in. And here's his little game plan. He says to the American people, oh, I stopped all flights from China. I helped. I was the one that helped prevent it. No, Donald, you're still letting them in. Let's take a look. This past week, we've been looking at all kinds of weird stuff. Shanghai to Anchorage, Polar Air Cargo. We're good. We can look at Craigslist too. I don't have any aversion to that. I like to enjoy my evenings, you know. If we had something to talk about, like Donald Trump saying, well, I've decided that Dr. Fauci and Dr. Birx are not right, and I'm right, and we're going to get back to work. Everyone can start working, and you won't have any social distancing laws. I'll put a moratorium on all of that, and we'll be back to work tomorrow. If he said that, we would have some conversation here. Stock market had a little boost today, not a big deal. Dow Jones up, 285. Up 285. Is this pre-recorded video? Is streamed from YouTube? No, Shadowcast. I react to everybody, but not in real time. My daily show is a live event going on from 5 to 10. Yeah, 5G is for the cities, but if you want to move to areas like West Virginia, there's an area that has no cell towers. You may want to check that out. Last night we uncovered a private jet that was flying under a FedEx plane, under the radar with no destination and no origin. Ah, very good. Southern Cargo, okay, we're good. Nice. Taipei to Los Angeles. Cargo, more cargo. So mostly cargo. No, we're good. So I'm glad I've been writing this because if anything, I'm preventing, by writing this every day and on the show. You notice how the flights have gotten very small of real passengers? I think this is working. Japan to Chicago. What are you talking about? No, Japan is going right to Chicago with people on it that could be infected. Shinzo Abe needs to be informed. They should tell him. Body of an 8-year-old Gideon McKean, great-grandson of Robert F. Kennedy, found after the canoe accident. Oh, I'm so sorry. So now Robert F. Kennedy's great-grandson and granddaughter are both dead. They found their bodies. It was some sort of an accident. This is so weird. I find this so strange. I mean, it's so unlike a canoe to fall over and get capsized and drown. It just... Unless the kid was like leaning over and the mom was too and trying to get the toy and then they were swept out with the water. That's very possible. It was all about a toy. Yeah, Maeve Kennedy McKean, whose body was recovered Monday, and the mother was found about 2,000 feet from the mother. They drifted apart. It's so strange. Well, I guess a lighter body would drift farther. Oh man, what a tragedy for the Kennedy family. And here we have, here we have Robert F. Kennedy really trying to help awaken us to the dangers of vaccines. Japan Airlines definitely looks like it's got infected people on it. Yeah, by nature, people are going to be infected on that plane. So what's Donald Trump doing exactly? I don't know. I really don't get it. There's more planes coming. Shanghai to Anchorage. Cargo. Okay, I don't think we have to spend more time looking at planes. We know one of them's coming in. Jakarta to Tokyo. Oh, different. All right, and I don't want to keep dwelling on the fact that Trump is still allowing lots of flights in the country. We saw about 6 up here last week. This is not available to JFK. Saudi, country of origin, not known. 747. Whoa. Operated by Air Atlanta Icelandic, Saudi Air took off from, we don't know its origin. Let's track it, see how far it goes. This plane took off from what appears to be Belgium, and it's a Saudi plane without an origin. From the Liège airport. No kidding. Huh. Okay. In Belgium? Well, for some reason, it wanted to go all the way over to JFK, New York, so it's going to land pretty soon here. Yeah, its destination will be approximately, well, I lost it, sorry. Doesn't it really matter? It's a passenger plane. All right, we're done there and there. Drunk driving. David, when do you think it'll be safe to go back to... I don't think you'll ever have a chance to do that, Alex. Sorry. Yeah. Everything's on Cool Rock, Anderson. We have a live iVlog show there. If you want to download the Dissenter browser, I know that's a little odd for you to do, but yeah, give it a shot. It'll work there. I keep having to accommodate people because, I don't know what iVlog is doing anymore. I really don't. I don't even know who owns it. Trump advisor caught on tape discussing aggressive voter suppression in 2020. Are you serious? Oh man, we're dealing with the most corrupt people on earth. Holy moly, this country's under attack internally. Rolling Stone has the article, Trump advisor caught on tape. Let's start playing offense a little bit. That's what you're going to see in 2020. It's going to be a much bigger program, a much more aggressive program, a much better funded program, Justin Clark said. Okay, give a man a big mouth and you got a big mouth talking. A senior political advisor and senior counsel of Trump's re-election campaign was caught discussing 2020 voter suppression efforts while at a Wisconsin chapter meeting of the Republican National Lawyers Association. Wow. He denies it and says he was discussing false accusations that the GOP engaged in voter suppression. Really? But he's heard on tape at the event saying, traditionally, it's always been Republicans suppressing votes in places. Let's start protecting our voters. We know where they are. Let's start playing offense a little bit. That's what you're going to see. That's what you're going to see in 2020. It's going to be a much bigger program, much more aggressive program, much better funded program. I bet he works for Boris Epshteyn, the senior campaign advisor for Donald Trump. Boris Epshteyn, by the way, is Jeffrey Epstein's cousin. Yeah, isn't that funny? They go by Epstein or Epstein. The family does. Oh, yeah. This guy is Donald Trump's senior campaign advisor. You can't tell me there's no connection to Jeffrey Epstein. This is the guy running his senior campaign for 2020, Boris Epshteyn. Oh, yeah, this is getting really weird. Oh, yeah, and you got Epstein still alive, potentially. We've seen pictures of him 20 days after he allegedly died. Michael Baden says he was killed. I doubt it was him. All right. We've been over that about 1,000 times. No more hate ammunition. No, I'm not trying to hate anybody. I'm trying to save the country, Trump Tartican. Jeez. What the hell? It's a secure browser. Decentra.com is very secure. In fact, it's far more secure than your other ones. I'm still spinning walnuts. No, I can't afford that. No. Sorry. No, I don't run that operation. That's Scraplet. I just borrow free space on their site. I just like to park websites on places that offer free space. I'm old-fashioned that way. You know, you remember back in the old day when the internet was fairly cheap? Well, of course you don't remember that because you never had to deal with that. Your question is, if pardoned, Trump said he would look into pardoning Joe Exotic? No, not from what I've seen. He's out of control. Sorry. Pardon's not going to happen there. Nor would I pardon Edward Snowden. I'd give him a 3-year sentence here in the United States. He wouldn't live in a nice place either. It would be kind of like he'd be bunking in with Martin Shkreli. The offense was to protect the Republican voters so that their vote would not be suppressed. Oh, really? Well, if we misread it, I'll give you guys Republicans a little leeway. I'm not here to hate you guys, even though I seem like I hate your Trump tards. It's very easy to hate people that just don't get it. Donald Trump is colluding with Russia. What the hell do I have to do to explain that to you? Wow, Harvey Weinstein is doing better. He beat the coronavirus, everybody. But he's on suicide watch. Bummer. We are in trouble. Yeah, food shortages across the globe. It's happening. Hundreds of tanks heading to LA. Check this out. They're still moving forward with their operation, even though Donald Trump can't produce enough veritable deaths to verify that people are dying. Yep, they're mobilizing Jade 2.0 as actively moving ordnance in preparation for a potential pandemic. The primary function was authorized by the beep, beep, censored, beep. And then they were ordering this from their underground beep, beep, censored, beep. So we can't really talk about it yet. While the New World Order prepares their attack on humanity, we have to decide, do we really believe Donald Trump's doing a good job? And I ask all you Trump tards, as the economy shuts down and you can't even get a job, do you really support Donald Trump? I mean, really? What the hell? I mean, I've been waiting for you people to turn your views around for years, and now you're seeing tanks moving into your cities. Don't you have any clue? What the hell, man? I've been trying years now to explain this to these people. It's just sad, really. That's a non-story about Republicans trying to, they were always finagling. All these political parties are moving behind the scenes. They're corrupt. Hey, thanks for that link. Look, Mummy, the tanks are coming into Los Angeles.
Army's staying here.
Look, Mummy, the Nazis are arriving. And you thought you beat the Nazi party back in the 1930s. Wow, you guys really underestimated the Nazis, didn't you? Jeez, you really, you didn't know that they embedded themselves in your own government. You were sitting around going, but I'm voting for Bernie Sanders. He's going to stop it all. Yeah, right, sure. That's going to happen. Bernie just dropped out. He's a quitter. I would never have quit. Yeah, even if I was not going to win the nomination, I would never have quit. A man exposes a woman killing her husband and the conspiracy behind the cover-up in a music video. No. I don't play into the whole Joe Exotic thing. Sorry. That story is all fabricated, and there's a reference to me in that video too. I don't like that either. Yeah, they purposely stuck the episode where he pretends to run for president. That was all confabulated. Made for TV. Package thief falls for rotten milk trap. Whatever. I'm not following Joe Exotic. Thank you.
On our front porch here for 2 weeks now. It doesn't look too bad.
Oh, it smells terrible.
Oh. Now, the question is, why would we want...
Oh, look at the chunks in there.
Why?
Yeah, they call that cheese. No, I'm not going to fall for the messed it by that much. Fell for the old rotten milk truck. 99? Get me my shoe phone. Oh, Max. Hard to believe for some, I guess. Yeah, it's very hard. Here's a clue. Why don't you go stick your mental brain problem in the toilet and don't come back? Thanks. Flush it. You get a clue. I can't unban people right now. I'm being hosed by 4chan every night. Yeah, I can't do that. Yeah, it's been a bad couple days. Ever since we opened up our 14-hour show and gave you all this extra footage, many of you have abused that privilege and attacked our show, knowing full well it was going to fail. Your efforts will always fail. I'm just saying, I have to go through my links now to pull up a few things for tonight. Skepta. Chicago Amazon workers go on strike. The Who. You. Once in a lifetime find fossil hunting in Florida. Oh, that looks good. An ICU nurse speaks out after she's 30 years. She's speaking out. We'll do that first at the end of our show. Policeman confronts a cyclist over wearing a mask. Give me a break. Data of deceit, puppet Trump on reopening the corporation, and brain dead sheeple coming up tonight. Good. Los Angeles has lowest pollution in the world right now. Really? I did not know. This is really good. I mean, you can see the mountains for the first time in LA. Same with the Himalayas. You could practically see Lhasa. Yes. I was meditating in the monastery with Jim Carrey, looking up into Lhasa and saying, "Oh yes, so nice. Look at this picture of Los Angeles, the freeways. This is so surreal." David, can you play these videos during Coachella? Sure. Why not, man? We have all kinds of potential. Okay, you got a playlist. Wow. Thank you. Right on. I'm going to keep that in my private bin. That's right. Dave's private bin of Swedish models. We support the Swedish model, by the way. Absolutely. So don't think for a second I want this country to, sit there and do nothing. I want to get back to helping people get back to work. This whole thing is absurd, folks. We exposed tonight Gates and his evil plan and how he won't answer for his alleged relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. The same person that believes that the earth is overpopulated wants to save your life with a vaccine. I mean, come on. Think about it, people. No, this is the first time our country's ever been hijacked over a simple flu. Yeah, this is unprecedented in American history. It took a president with no brain power to actually get going to the next step. What are you saying, Anderson? Is T. Rucker alive that you know of? Why would Anderson Cooper be talking about T. Rucker? You're not really Anderson Cooper, are you? You've been deceiving me all along. Hey, Jeff, how are you? Jeffrey Epstein, everybody. Celebrity Chatter, how are you? Yes, Coachella is our first annual experience because Coachella is down this year. But when Coachella comes back, we won't be doing Coachella. I don't want any name confusion with their entire concert event. This is more of a play on words. It's a satire. It's protected under fair use. Look it up. David, yes. Hey, so Jeff, how are you on the island? Have you been busy working on some of your underground dungeons at the $18 million big St. James Island you live on? No, I don't want to visit. I would never visit your island. We've got a whole video on display over here that is shocking, actually. Well, there's evidence that something weird went on there. It's like a horror movie, man. Yeah, have you seen this?
When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth and tear the flesh from the living.
Okay, then it goes on to talk about cannibalism at Little St. James Island. I mean, what the hell? I mean, they're talking about you guys harvesting baby body parts for adrenochrome. I mean, geez. You're into some weird stuff, man. What's the deal? Yeah, you want to share? Yeah. Some of you genocidal maniacs might want to spend some time in my 12-point program to help you cure you of your genocidal mania before you burn in hell. Yeah, I'm working on a program where all of you evildoers can come in here and be absolved of your sins slowly but surely by realizing the evil ways you're currently conducting. We know all about the adrenochrome stuff, Jeffrey. And we know all about how rich people pay you people and others, allegedly, to create this weird cocktail that you drink to feel younger. Yeah, it's some weird stuff you're into, man. What's the deal, All right. He doesn't want to talk. You got silent all of a sudden. That's strange, The very fact that you have allegations of cannibalism going on at the island means I'll have to send a skip loader out there and maybe some cadaver dogs. What do you think? I can follow the money. I know where the money leads. This video is so damning, Jeff. I'm amazed you didn't censor it. Look at this. It even shows your tennis courts. You have the cover for the underground burial areas. Your picture. I mean, this stuff is all over the internet, man. It shows your lavish structures, the pictures of the children, all the people that went to your place. I mean, man, this is damning. Yeah. We'll play this tonight for everyone to see. It'll be our late night video experience. It's like a 1-hour video, folks. It's really freaky. Yeah. It's exactly what I wanted you to see. Well, You're proud of the fact that you're a cadaver-eating adrenochrome factory that uses dirt on people and manipulate politics? Oh man, if you could see the other stuff. Yeah, really. I don't want to see any of it. You know, I think those guys, those NYPD officers, got a little bit freaked out when they saw Frazzle drip. So, yeah, where you're coming from, I really don't know, man. I think you do. Well, Jeff, you're not the only one who skipped grades in high school, okay, or in elementary school. Yeah, it's obvious where you're going with this whole thing. We know what you're up to, man. The jig is up. Yeah, you guys kind of blew it. And now that you got that allegation connected to Bill Gates, how are you going to get out from under that, man? Escaping your death was nothing compared to what's coming. Actually pretending like you're dead, it's not working. Okay. Yeah, there's some strange things happening in another world that you're not aware of. You don't think killing children can haunt you for eternity? Huh? What? You think that Lucifer is going to protect you? Seriously? Yeah. You don't get it there, buddy. You're worshiping false idols. No. I've done all enough research to know that you're worshiping false idols. And I tell you, if that wasn't a commandment that you're breaking, I'd probably say, hey, you know, whatever. But you're literally breaking a commandment, buddy. Yeah, oh well. I guess it's to each his own. We got people in here who don't believe in God, so, you know. Free will and all. Well, you'll find out in the afterlife. Burning in hell won't be fun, Jeff. So, Fauci and Hillary emails. What do you got? It's not okay, Jeff. No. Unfortunately, you're in trouble. The big guy has got you picked out for a special place. I'm just a messenger. Tell Wendy I said hello. Okay. From Mills, Cheryl Mills. Forward. Wow. What's going on? This is from a Fauci himself. To Fauci. Today. Today's performance. Oh. From your doctor admirer. From Fauci. Huh. To Cheryl Mills. Cheryl. Anyone who had any doubts about Secretary's stamina and capability following her illness had those doubts washed away by today's performance. Before Senate and House, she faced extremely difficult circumstances at the hearings, and still she hit right out of the park. Please tell her that we all love her and are very proud to know her. Okay. Warm regards, Tony. Okay. All right. What's going on? And why is Cheryl Mills so important in this particular instance? Could you give me a little heads up? Thank you. Jeff, you were never like me. No, you went down a very dark turn, and unfortunately for you, there's no coming back. So Fauci is referenced in Hillary's emails. Gotcha. Cheryl Mills was an assistant. So Hillary was working closely with Fauci. You know that Fauci and Hillary had a thing. You know that, right? Dr. Fauci's loved Hillary for years. Bill Clinton doesn't care. I never had sexual relations with myself. Ever. David, we are going to what? You're going to kidnap me and use me in a ritual satanic sacrifice? Well, you're going to rip the heart of your body out and drink my blood? For the skull under the statue of Moloch? Wow, you're a pretty sick puppy. I'm glad we have your IP address. I don't take it here, but it's written into the record. Yeah, you're going to jail, sir. Just so you know. Yeah, that alone will cost you probably 25 years of Supermax. Enjoy your stay. Can you believe these people I get in here? I mean, yeah, I mean, I've ruffled their feathers. The dark, evil demons are coming out of their hellhole right now. Yeah. Yeah, we're kind of ruffling their feathers. Bill Gates has been exposed as the two-faced pig that he is. Bill Gates is the one who's pushing ID 2020. And believe me, it's not looking good for him. Well, he's got that relationship with Jeffrey Epstein he's never answered to, which is going to continue to dog him. And then we found out tonight from Cairo 7, they still haven't found out about his media guy. What happened to him? It's a long time. We haven't heard about the media guy who was arrested on having 6,500 images of child porn at the Gates Palace. Yeah, a lot of you don't really do any background research on me, so maybe I can give you a little heads up. Yeah, I am not the kind of guy you want to mess with. And if you think that's kind of funny to make threats like that in our show, I'm telling you guys, you got to read my bio. I don't think you have. Yeah, I didn't get through what I got through to get here playing around. Yeah, you have to understand what you're dealing with. You think I would run for president without having the ability to defend myself with utmost force? Wow. You really are foolish, aren't you? I've had over 3,000 death threats, yeah. Well, this guy was just, and we have Jeffrey Epstein in here. I still think that's really him. You're the guy who's going to deal with the big guy, Jeff. Yeah, there's a lot more to the subject you don't understand. One of the biggest flaws, the mindset of the evil elitists that are perpetrating this terrible, terrible thing happening. Yes, you are. Is that many people don't realize what really is evident in history. There is no evidence of a dark force like a demon or a Satan or a devil or Lucifer, but there's ample evidence of one God, a unifying force, a life force that is indefatigable, indomitable. And many of you have no clue as to what the ramifications of that really mean, because you've lobbed on to groupthink. Satanic ritualism is no different than group psychosis, and it's basically treated the same way. Truly. You believe that in numbers of evil doers you have strength, when in fact you are actually just a massive ball of flames burning in hell. And for that, I think you deserve to know what it's like when you go there. Yeah. I didn't arrive here by happenstance. I came through years of grueling effort to get to this point where I can tell whoever you are perpetrating this horrible deed upon humanity, your fate is sealed. And there's nothing you're going to do to correct that. But if you stop this horrible intention to turn all of the human beings on this earth into slaves, I might spare you the torture of living through the rest of this life when I become president. But until you repent your ways and stop your horrible New World Order takeover, your fate is sealed, and this is where you're going.
Now, when I was down there, I saw a vat of fire, huge vat of fire with liquid boiling hot lava and God's eternal judgment. And I saw demons laughing and dragging souls over. It just died from the earth, that it was called the Abominers. And they're thrown in this liquid fire.
Bye. See you later, Jeffrey. He's still alive, so he doesn't know what's awaiting him. Yeah, mild torture is nothing compared to what you're going to be experiencing for eternity. All right. Your pappy couldn't shoot a pig's ear off a sow's purse, you worthless piece of crap. Your daddy was a guy named Eric. That's right. He couldn't shoot with a dam. They used to make fun of him in training camp. His buddy Jim made him into a worm. All right, so this is it for tonight. Thank you for coming in, everybody. And yeah, enjoy the remainder of the waiting period before they start carting you away to the FEMA camps. Yeah, Los Angeles is empty. But hey, the air is kind of clear. It's getting better. Was that their intention all along, is to stop carbon? Yeah. No, they really just want to enslave people. Yeah, we don't like people like that. Or you either. See you at the FEMA camp. I won't be there. Yeah, but you guys will be if you continue to vote two parties. Enjoy your trip. Bye.
Marquee with it.
All right, man. This is it for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. with more goodies. These kernels of little tidbits of truth that the government's lying to us, that there are no COVID test kits, they're just Q-tips. They're still letting planes into the country. 45,000 people we found out have come in the past 3 weeks when Donald Trump said nobody was coming in, and I was the one that was alerting people to that. And we're looking at a overall net loss of trillions of dollars due to Donald Trump's ineptitude, while we sit here and watch our country fall into almost a catatonic state of paralysis. Now, if you can't figure this out, that we're being deceived at a high level, and you still think your two-party vote's going to count, sorry, you better vote for me if you know what's good for you. And I wouldn't have to say that if I hadn't been doing this for 12 years. Had I just popped at the scene and you would never even heard me. None of you would even seen my show. I would have been some guy out there nobody would even have heard. I had to start 12 years ago and dedicate my entire life to this, so you might hear my words right now. Von Helton, Dave, I don't recall Von Helton Dave. There is no memory of a username by that name. No, you have never existed in our format. You are hereby kicked out. Oh yeah. Oh really? Is this another death threat? Really? You wanted to like double your odds? This one is coming out of Philadelphia. Wow. All right, I'll be darned. Well, you guys aren't doing a very good job hiding your location, are you? You're wondering, how do I know that? How does he know that? Yeah, you wish you knew. It's a completely new technology that's never really been patented. I use ChatDar. Highly developed, and it uses a multitude of platforms, combining information and databases. I am ubiquitous, omnipresent, and undetectable. This is it for me. I'm going to sign off. You guys have a good night. Get some sleep. These people who are nuts, folks, who are trying to take over our country, they're sending people into our room to try to attack me, and I've got 3 or 4 death threats so far this evening, which is on average about what I normally get. I do everything I can to get free space on the internet. You would too if you were struggling to keep yourself going politically with no funding from people like you, Alex. Okay? So deal with it, buddy. Take it to a whole nother level. I'm Mr. Wright, signing off. Take care, everyone, and good night.
People really need to know your face.
You sweep me off my feet, my heart stops to beat, cause you make me melt away. My Mr. Right, too good. Just turn my world around, cause you're the peace I find. You sweep me off my feet, my heart stops to beat, cause you make me melt away. Find stops to beat, cause you make me melt. Oh, my Mr. Right, my Mr. Right, too good.